Good evening. Happy Thursday. Coming to you a little bit later. Feeling a little stuffy today, and I'll be honest, I took a nap. I'm still just kind of drained, and thought, you know what, life will go on, and yet if I can have it go on after a nap, that'll be great. So thanks for joining in, Joan. Good to see you here. Let me put down my iPad because that is all set to go here. I need my little stand. Okay, I'm back. So, where are my spring little fuzzy chicken rabbit fans out there? I have a cute little soft cuddly card to make for you guys that can be either spring or Easter. So kind of whatever fits your fancy for this card today for inspiration. Hi Marie, hi Donna. So today is this card here, and I had so much fun putting it together because I wanted to pull in some of that soft purple posy color that I feel like kind of gets ignored, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a bit. Hi Mary. But before I get started, I just have this note here. Last night I did a team meeting. I try and do quarterly meetings as a team here in my home, but with COVID I've been doing those through Facebook Live too. So thank you all for giving me lots of practice on how to talk in front of a camera for my team and make that be as effective as we can. But one of the things that I shared with my team last night that I thought you all might find interesting is I asked them what they thought the top redeem celebration item was and such. And so they got to, throughout the meeting, type in their answers. And at the end, I shared the whole list in order. But I'm just going to share with you the top few because I always think it's kind of interesting to see what makes it to the top and such. So the number one redeemed celebration freebie was the Oso Ombre paper. And coming in a close number two was the paper blooms. Designer series paper. Some years I've actually kind of tracked what my people have chosen and such to see if that kind of follows along with it. I didn't do that this year, and yet I am not surprised by what Stampin' Up's results were. So those were the top two, and then I guess there was quite a gap, and then the Flower and Field Designer Series paper came in third, with number 4 being Darling Donkeys, and number 5 being the Berry Delightful bundle, that Sweet Berry Blessings bundle. And so with that, I always kind of tell my team too that it's not fair that the paper gets ranked so high because that's consumable. So if you get an extra celebration option, you're going to pick more paper versus another identical stamp set of one that you have. But we can't be surprised that Darling Donkeys was probably, number one if you took away the option to buy multiples. So those are just some fun facts. I thought, that's something fun that I can share with you. Hi there, Nancy, watching live. Good for you. Hi, Linda. So let me once again show you today's card here for spring, and then I'm going to flip my camera around right away because I am ready to get creating for you guys. So here we go. And hi, Linda. Thanks for joining in. So in the mini catalog here, mini catalog, on page 22 today, we have these cute little bunnies, chicks, butterflies, flowers, Easter basket, everything that you need for spring and Easter there. So I thought those were so cute, and I'll be surprised. I don't know why I was surprised, because in the catalog, I feel like Stampin' Up does a great job of showing you exactly what size things are, but this was so much bigger than I thought it would be. So fun surprise. So it just kind of took me by surprise though when I started to put it together, like, okay, this is gonna be the size I need. Hi Amy, hi Jane, hi Linda. So with that, I also have to show you a fun thing. So I know you guys, after having wrist surgery and COVID, you're like, don't do too much or whatever. So I will show you how I'm not doing too much. If you guys remember, a couple months ago, I made this card and I made this frame out of a couple of the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I put it together, ran it through. And after I did that, what I had left was a stack of the inside. So when I ran that frame through, I said, guess what? You're going to see this piece again sometime. And so as I'm tired today, I thought this is perfect for me. It's just like it was meant to be. Even though I was expecting to make this card, it was kind of nice to have something already pre-done. So that was very helpful. Hi there, Carol. So that is where that's coming from, is the Stitch So Sweetly dies, because I'm not even going to cut out. I thought about cutting out a brand new one for you guys, but I thought, okay, let's just use ease today. And then I was kind of torn between which bunny. I love that both of them have this little floral wreath in their ears. I just thought, how sweet is that? So for those of you that like to color, this could be a fun set, because you could go kind of bananas with some of the eggs and different things. But I'm also going to show you how easy it is just to add a little bit of color, and it doesn't take much. So Carol, since you're watching and don't like to color, you'll see that this might be an okay stamp set still. And yes, Joan, the colors are super soft today, which was really fun. So I am going to use my Big Shot, and I'm going to do that first. So this is that purple posy color that I was telling you about, and I want to just share a little bit of that with you. So the card base is today Highland Heather, and it's folded the long way today. And then I have Purple Posy, 3.75 by 5 inches, a little bit smaller than what I normally do. And then my other pieces are the Whisper White. So Purple Posy, what I like to tell you about that is one of the products that Stampin' Up! Had just the toughest time. Never in my history have I seen them try so hard to make a product work in the ink pad line. They had it out, didn't work. They brought it back, thought it was fixed, and it wasn't, and they decided to pull it. But we still have cardstock. We still have Purple Posy markers, blends, and we still have Purple Posy markers as the 5-pack that you can get with the Stampin' Write markers. And we have these cute little, these are actually the butterfly gems that come in all 5. They did come in all 5 on my sheet, but I've used them all up, the in colors. So that spurred me to say, you know what, I need to give some Purple Posy love. So that is some of the products that you can still get. It's just the ink pad. Everything else is available. Hi, Mary. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Julie. So what I'm going to do is take this piece of Purple Posy and run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine here. This is the Old World paper 3D embossing folder, and it just gives such a nice soft look for our fluffy little lamb that we're going to stamp and color in. So because this is 3D, you can see it's a lot thicker than a lot of the other embossing folders. I'm just going to set that in there like so. Because it's 3D, all I need to use is my platform number 1 here, and then I put the embossing folder in there, and then this is actually the gray plate number 4, and those are all of the pieces that are used for running that through. With the new cut and emboss machine, I think it's the 3D folders that I notice the most that just glide through there so slick. There's hardly any resistance. In fact, sometimes I wonder if I have the right arrangement, but I do. So how fun and soft is that, guys? I love this embossing folder. I just haven't used it for a while, and like I said, it's a great backdrop. I think something like this with this type of card would look great in like a soft green or something for spring too. Hi there, Jean from California. How are you today? Okay, so what I'm going to work on next then is my stamping. So I'm going to use my Memento Black ink pad here. And like I said, this fun little sheep was a lot larger than I thought. I was expecting a tiny little sheep that would, it pairs up great with a little chick, but I was expecting it to be almost more that size too. So, but I'm glad it still fits on all these little Stitch So Sweetly that I had set up already of this size here. So we have that stamped out in black, and then this cute little chick. Kind of reminds me of a little Looney Tunes chick. Just really cute. Kind of just soft and sweet there. And then the sentiment from that stamp set too says welcome spring, and I think we're all excited and ready for spring here. We've had some fantastic spring days. So those are the 3 images that I'm just stamping out in black, and then I'm going to grab my glasses so I can show you how I'm going to color this in really quick. And I always like to get a little bit closer when I do that too. So let me start with the chick here, and I'm just going to take my So Saffron blends, and I'm going to start with the darker of the So Saffron. I don't use my So Saffron as much as my Daffodil Delights, but I love how light and soft the So Saffron is. So I just outline that like so with the dark, and then I fill the rest in with the light. And just for ease, I'm going to go right over the nose because that just makes it that much easier to color. But then I'm going to come back to the little beak here and just do a dot of the pumpkin pie. So that's how easy that is to color in there, that cute little chick. And then for the flowers here, I'm going to take my purple posy, and just want to make sure I'm getting the right one. This is the darker. Just going to outline my flower like so, and then color in the center. And then I'm going to pick a second flower over here to outline and fill in the center like so with the darker of the purple posy. And I'm just going to go over top it all with the lighter like so, the lighter color of that. And then I'm going to go back to my So Saffron color that the chick was, and just outline that with the darker and dot that center and outline the dark So Saffron and dot the center. And then same thing, just kind of go over it quick with what's left. There's not a lot left because it's kind of small flower. And then for these little leaves, they're pretty tiny. So let me show you, they're so tiny that I thought I'm not gonna get out 2 different colors of Stampin' Blends because you're hardly going to notice the difference. So with my light Granny Apple Green, I didn't know if it would be too bright compared to the softness of the yellow and the purple that I'm using, but I thought, oh, this is like the perfect color of green to go with the softness of those colors. So I'm just taking the lightest of the Granny Apple Green only, and I'm not going to come back and fill in anything else. Whoops. And we have that here. I thought about using this to kind of use a little bit of a baseline too for a grounded look, but I'm going to do that with my smoky slate. So I have a light and dark smoky slate here. Actually, I think I'm just going to use the light of my smoky slate. So that's where I just kind of do this little bit of a scribble here, like so, to give that chick a little shadow to make it look like it's standing there. It's always an easy thing to do, to just do that quick. It's just a little bit of a thing that you can do that really adds a lot to your project. And then I'm just filling in the cute little feet there. And all I'm going to do now with this is outline the inside of the sheep. So the artistry work on this is just kind of big swoops, and I'm just going to follow that around like so, and go like so here. And I'm trying to keep my hands out of the way of the camera too. So it's just little swooping motions with my marker. So I'm not going to come back and do any coloring. I'm going to leave this as white as a sheep as we can. So as far as coloring, that does not take long then to fill that in. And now it's all done. How cute is that? And soft and sweet. So that is the focal point. So now it just comes to the point of assembling. So I'm just going to back up my camera a little bit here so that my hands don't get in the way. And the ribbon that I chose today is kind of a cute thing where I love this tulle ribbon. It's white polka dot tulle ribbon, and it's actually kind of stretchy. I was debating between that, and then I also haven't used this for a long time, and I love it too. And it's white, Whisper White Crinkle seam binding. And I thought, you know what, let's use both today. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So with this, I'm just going to tie this around the embossed piece here of cardstock quick, and I'm just gonna do a bow here, or not a bow, excuse me, a knot, because you guys know I'm not big into bows, although last month I did include a bow on a project. I even surprised myself. Okay, so this is very easy, as you can see, to move it because it's stretchy like that, but it's not annoying stretchy, it's easy to work with. And then I'm just going to snip that down a little bit like so, and then I'm going to take that Crinkle seam binding, and Marie, you have this set too. Good, I hope this gives you an idea. That's what it's all about, is providing some fun ideas for you guys that have some of these things already. Okay, so then with the Crinkle seam binding, I'm just putting another knot right over top of that tool. Whoops. I didn't cut it all the way through, and just snipping that shorter so that it sticks out, the tool sticks out a little bit farther yet, and that I'm just going to cut down a little bit too. So now this is all ready to put on my Highland Heather card front here. So I'm just going to take my seal here and glide that along. I'm thankful for this new seal product that's just a little bit stickier for embossing folders that have more of a defined kind of design to them, because I feel like that'll help that stick a little bit, especially when it comes to the corners and that. And I like that I cut this purple posy down a little bit just because it gives the Highland Heather more of an edge to show off and kind of give it that nice spring look. And then to attach this, I'm going to use some dimensionals here. And because Nancy, my friend's watching, she's the dimensional queen, I'm wondering if I should use 10, 12, or my usual 5. So I'm going to put those to pop up this layer along there, like so, and get all of those off, maybe. Oh my goodness, this one's like really sticky today. Okay, so then that I'm just going to tuck underneath our ribbon and put on there like so. So for those of you that think, oh, coloring sometimes takes time, look how fast this card came together. And then to finish for the inside, yes, Nancy's giving me the funny face, love it. For the inside, there are different greetings that you could choose from. Like I said, I use the Welcome Spring for the front, but I love, may the new life of spring bring you joy, and Easter is a lovely reminder of new beginnings. And because you guys will be getting these by placing an order or requesting them, I'm never sure, like, okay, what greeting would you like? So I'm going to do one of those optional cards where I'm going to put the one greeting on one side and then flip it over, and then put the other Easter greeting on the other side. So that way when you get your card, you can choose if you want to send it as an Easter card or if you want to just have that be a spring card. So when you get your card from me, this will be loose in the inside, so that you have that as an option. And if you don't want either one, you can still have a blank inside to use how you want to. Thanks, Shannon. Thanks, Pam. And then I have one little tiny accessory, of course, that I have to add to the front, and that's from, like I said, those butterfly gems. A full sheet would look like 5 different colors, and they would be the 5 upcoming retiring in colors. And so, like I said, these are the only colors I have left. So purple posy it is, and how fun to add. Just, it's almost like adding a little angel halo to the cute little chick there to add that little butterfly gem. And that is self-adhesive, so it makes that addition really quick and easy. So that is today's card for you guys. I hope you like it. And Stampin' Up! Has done lots of other things too, with like chicks and bunnies and such. So if you don't have exactly that stamp set, you might have something in your stash too that can coordinate and make something like that work too. And it's always fun to see how just different in embossing. I should take off my glasses if it's giving a glare. So with the different embossing folders too, that can give it such a different look. Like today's old world paper embossing folder gives it such a soft, fluffy look, but I think like that textured, there's a textured one. They're all textured, but has textured in the name, and I can't think of it. That's how tired I am today. I think that would give it a nice little like basket weave, and I think that would look really sweet, that embossing folder with the timeless texture. There we go, I think. That would look really sweet with the cute little Easter basket from the same stamp set too, just to kind of have that look coordinate and go together. Thanks, Nancy. Thanks, Deb. So that was card number 3 already for March's virtual stamp camp. Tomorrow I'll come to you with card number 4, and I'm thinking I might break out the Shark Frenzy bundle for tomorrow. As I was laying in bed last night, I had this fun fold idea with the cute little waves and the shark, baby shark do. So I thought, okay, I need to work with that before it drives me crazy, because sometimes it's just like until I get the idea down on paper, it sticks with me in a weird way. So so I think that's what I'll be bringing you guys tomorrow, and hopefully you guys can check in there too. Have a great night. Bye bye.